listening pleasure. The Blazing Defender Report with your host, Travis Jones. Listening pleasure. The Blazing Defender Report. And now for your listening pleasure. And now for your listening pleasure. The Blazing Defender Report with your host, Travis Jones. What's going on, everybody, on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Blazing Defender Comic Book Report. I am so glad you guys could join me on this Sunday. What's up, Home Slice? What's going on, Jay? I know you probably got your little Sunday beverage hanging out. Join the new house. It looks like you're getting moved in well and everything. I've been following you, man. I seen your little workstation and stuff. I'm watching you. What's going on, guys? Got a great show for you. I'm so glad you decided to skip out on church and nerd out with the Defender. Got some great comic books to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about my first impressions on the San Diego Comic-Con trailers that dropped. We're going to talk about the Titans. We're going to talk about Shazam, Aquaman. We're going to talk about all those. Man, I'm talking some of the best stuff on. Oh wait, shit! I forgot to hit record. We're going to do this again. The great thing about live shit, you all, is that shit gets fucked up all the time. So hold on. Yeah, I'm not recording. I'm not recording at all. Okay, here we go. What's going on, Mike? Getting ready to start the show, man. I actually already started the show, but I'm going to restart the show because I forgot to hit record on the audio. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Blazing Defender Report. I'm your host, Travis Jones. Welcome, everyone. It is a Sunday evening. I'm so glad a lot of you decided to skip church and nerd out with me, Blazing D. We're going to do just that. I'm going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con trailers that dropped. Titans, Aquaman, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. What else? What else was there that dropped? We'll figure it out. I also have a stellar all-star lineup of comic books today. Some of the best stuff on the comic shelves, guys. We've got Batman, Doomsday Clock, Venom, Infinity Wars Prime, Sentry. We've got Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, dude, it is an all-star week. If you haven't been to your comic shop, get your ass there. And speaking of comic shops, see, you guys don't think I do segues. I can do fucking segues. I can do that shit. It's not a problem. get to the Zone comic shop if you live in the Louisville, Kentucky area. The Zone is where I buy my comic books at. The Zone is where everybody that's cool buy their comic books at. It's a great shop. Dan that runs it, he's a huge nerd. If you're going into there, prepare to spend about 20 minutes, though, because he will talk you to death. But no, he loves to talk comic books and all kinds of other stuff. It's a great atmosphere. It's a beautiful shop, man. He's got a new place. It's just it's what I imagine a comic shop should look like. So it's very, very cool. I always enjoy going there. If he doesn't have it, he'll find it for you. Huge sales all the time. If you're not liking the Blazing Defender Report Facebook page, please do, because I'm constantly posting the sales Dan has. So if you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, check that out. And another great place to shop is Collector Zone. Collector Zone, guys, these dudes are blowing up in a major, major way. They just got some big news right after San Diego Comic-Con, or maybe during. Can't remember. Maybe in the week before. Anyway, they are now licensed to sell Sideshow collectibles. And if you have never seen a Sideshow collectible, you should Google that shit right now, because it is amazing. It's beautiful. I absolutely love Sideshow collectibles. Marcos is in the chat. They've got a physical store that they're about to open up. It looks fantastic. Follow these guys at Collector Zone Cantina, guys. You're going to get discounts. You're going to get all the information on their store, on their deals. You're going to get free shipping. Collector Zone Cantina, guys. They're blowing up, man. Sideshow collectibles. That is huge. Huge, 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 huge. And I'm very, very excited about that, as you can tell. All right. I have most of these books, but I have no idea. I don't give a shit about spoilers, though. Oh, okay. Mike, I always try not to spoil the comics, because I like it when I'm reading something and it like, boom, punches me right in the face. I want you to have that same joy getting pushed in the face, because it's so fun, right? So I try not to spoil it. So I'm glad you told me that. I will really try to dance around it. I appreciate you not caring, but I really, really want you to enjoy because there are some spoilers. Like, well, we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay. I'm just really excited about the comic books, guys. But first, if you watch Big Brother, Julie Chen, she always does that. But first, podcasting awards, guys. Please, please, please go to podcastawards.com and go to the People's Choice category. Vote for Blazing Defender Comic Book Report, and the Hobbies in Games category, and vote for the Blazing Defender Report. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I really need your help. I really need your support. I really, really want to be nominated 2 years in a row. I think that'd be fantastic for the show. And while you're there, if you don't give a shit, and I hope you don't, my boys at Botched, a D&D podcast, are in the comedy category. So while you're there, if you just go to the comedy category, easy for me to say, right? And click on Botched, a D&D podcast. If you've never checked it out, you should check it out, because it's a fantastic show. I listen to it every week. Yeah, guys. So please, please, please do that. I really need your support. You'll fuck it up. What'd I fuck up, Jason? I didn't fuck nothing up. Did you see Tom King had a bodyguard of death threats over Batman 50? Oh, in the chat, Jason Jones said, speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, I don't know why my chat's not keeping up. I'm having to manually do this. Did you see that Tom King had to have a bodyguard there after death threats over Batman 50? No, I did not see that. I did not see that. So, no. Batman 50, I mean, it was the marriage issue. Everybody knew how that was going to fucking play out. Are they pissed off because he didn't get married? Nobody wanted Batman married, did they? Well, if you did, you're fucking stupid, because you can't be Batman. Thus was the story. And if I have a complaint of the story, oh no, 50 is not a spoiler, Jason. We're on 52, so you're 3 weeks behind. And actually, DC had already spoiled the storyline in a preview book. So yeah, I don't know what people are pissed off about, but I did not know that. It's funny. Tom King was a CIA analyst, so not that he was an operator or anything, but he may know some people in the business. I wouldn't fuck with him. But yeah, Batman fans are crazy. Let's just admit it. They're fucking nuts. But yeah. Podcasting awards and Patreon. Please go to patreon.com/Blazing Defender. I'm actually looking at processors for my stream. Would really, really like to get a 1080 stream with no lag. The lag hasn't been that bad, I don't think, guys. You would know better than me. It looks like I lag every now and then. I hate it. If I lag one time, I have an hour show, it pisses me off. So I'm really trying to change that. So if you go to Patreon, really, really help me. Let me explain something real quick on the Patreon. Patreon is me playing my banjo on the corner or spoon. I always say spoons because that's probably the only musical instrument I could ever play. And I have my little spoon case opened up, and you walk by and you pitch in a nickel. That it just supports me, helps me buy equipment and everything for the show. So and I'm working on some original like video content for the Patreon. Hopefully me and my brother-in-law are going to do some stuff, and just as for entertainment. So just go to the page. You don't have to support it, but it'd be cool just to kind of search around, look at some of the videos and stuff. So yeah, check that out. Mike said, yeah, people were pissed off that they advertised in marriage and there was no marriage. Yeah, well, that's true. Did anybody really think he was going to get fucking married? I'm actually kind of shocked by this. I did not know this. As with any big issue with any kind of icon like Batman, yeah, I could, Mike. I could rock a fucking triangle or a cowbell. You know, you gotta kind of have some rhythm with the cowbell. So I may fuck that up, but I would try. I would definitely try. But thank you for thinking I could rock a cowbell. That's awesome. No one's ever said that to me before. Maybe the nicest thing anyone's ever said. So yeah, I'm really kind of surprised at the whole Batman thing. But I don't know why. Fanboys are fucking retards anyway. So, and speaking of fanboys, look at that. That's 2 segues in a row, you all. I mean, really, come on, podcasting awards. This is fucking professional shit right here. San Diego Comic-Con was last week. Lots of stuff. A lot of toy releases. Marvel was not there, or MCU was not there. So that kind of sucked. But there was a lot of trailers that dropped, and we're going to talk about some of it. So the first one, we're going to first impressions. I'm going to do a larger show on meatheads. So be looking for that. But right now, I just kind of want to give you my first impressions, because my first impressions were vastly different than a lot of people's. Yeah, they were vastly different, and I'll tell you why. What one are we going to do first? We'll do the Titans first. Okay, and this is a horrible pick, but I was in a rush, so this is what you got. You got Robin. Looks like he's been beat to shit, which don't we really want him to be beat to shit all the time? But yeah, so Robin, this trailer, now this is for, now guys, you may not know this because I didn't know this, but this is for a DC entertainment streaming service that's coming, like Hulu, like Netflix. It's going to be $75 a year or $8 a month. And this is going to be one of the shows, is this Titans show that they had the trailer for. Okay. And like I said, you got I assume that's Dick Grayson. It would make more sense if it was Jason Todd, but I think it's Dick Grayson. And in this trailer, he says, "Fuck Batman," which I immediately went, "Oh, that's fucking awesome." Because if you know the history behind any of the Robins, it's been a very tumultuous. Did I say that right? Probably not. I'm sure you'll let me know in the chat that I fucked it up. But it seems like this Batman and Robin have always had this up and down relationship. So Jeff Johns actually came out to explain why Robin said this. And I'm assuming that at the beginning of this show or the beginning of that episode, whatever, there is a split between Batman and Robin, which may be why he goes and forms the Titans. I don't know. Maybe it sounds like more of an outsider's plot, right? But whatever, that's the reason he says this. I thought it looked great. I myself am a fan of the dark DCU. I know that's very, very unpopular to fucking say. I don't give a shit. And if you guys... Okay, it is Dick Grayson. I figured it was because I hadn't heard if it was Jason Todd. Oh, and I did pronounce it correctly. Yay, tumultuous. Yay. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't go that far. But I'm 1 for 1 in fucked up pronunciation so far, which is way ahead of the curve for me. So back to the Titans. The Titans, I'm excited for it. I like the dark DCU, and I know everybody said they were getting away from that when they got rid of Zack Snyder and all that. They were going to become a more lighthearted, blah, blah, blah. Well, I kind of like this take on the Titans, so I was very excited for it. I thought everybody looked great, and I like a badass Robin. I mean, okay, Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, right? He's a pretty badass dude. If anybody could take the mantle of the Bat, and there are really, really good arguments that Dick Grayson would be a better Batman than Bruce Wayne. I didn't say it. It's all over the internet, and it's an argument, and it's a very good argument. And I think guys really, I think they really do a good job in saying the reasons why. So if you want to check that out, go check it out. Jason Jones said, screw their $75. I'll just wait for a bunch of shows to get on there and then spend $8 for 1 month. Yeah, it's like, what kind of content? Now, they're saying they're going to have all the WB content on there, so I guess it would be movies, cartoons. I don't know what's going to be on there. If you got a Fire Stick, that's what I would use, because I'm not spending that for DC. So anyway, okay, yeah, you're right, Mike. The Flying Graysons are in the trailer, so, because someone said to me, that must be Jason Todd because he said, fuck Batman. I'm like, well, no, not necessarily, because there is that scene, but we really don't know where in the timeline that is. But yes, it's totally Dick Grayson. So I hate questions on Sunday. Let's do this. No, Dick Grayson is a chump. No, Dick Grayson's not a chump, Marcos. He's not a chump, goddammit. Dick Grayson is a pretty badass dude. But all right, enough of that. I'm excited about the Titans trailer. I hope you guys are too. Let's be excited about all of it, right? Okay, what's our next one? Godzilla. Okay, I don't have a what you call it for this one. But this is what I'll say. I like the trailer. I love monster shit. Like all of you all, I think we all grew up with that, right? I think we grew up with, loving the monsters and Mothra and Rodan. Like, and all those make an appearance in this trailer, which I thought was really cool. Now, some people don't like the way Godzilla looks. I dig it. But what I really liked is they're going to establish a connection between the Godzilla movie and Kong Skull Island. So they're going to kind of connect these. That's pretty cool. Now, in the trailer, I'm a little confused on the story because your girl's talking about finding the Titans. We got to find all the Titans to save the planet. Well, it looks like the Titans are getting found and they're fucking the planet up. So maybe that's when Godzilla shows up to be the hero, because that's what he's going to be. He's going to be the fucking hero. So I'm a little confused on the plot. It may look a little retarded, actually. Don't mean that in a very bad way. Just means it does not make sense. Let's put it that way. Let's be a little more politically correct, right? On my show, are you fucking kidding me? No way, it's retarded. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the plot line is, but I thought the trailer looked cool. I will fucking go see it, just like I went and seen Skull Island, and I'll probably enjoy it. So, all right, now I do have an image for this one, and it's going to take up the whole screen because I'm not sure what they're doing here. Now, this is the one that I think, did I not get it? Oh, god damn it. Are you kidding me? All right, it's somewhere, but here it is. I got it. Okay. Shazam! Shazam, bitches. All right. Now, this Levi cat, all right, I think he was on Chuck, which was a TV show. All right. I'm not down with muscle suits. I thought we got away from that. I didn't think actors even liked it. So I am not cool with the muscle suit at all, because this is not him. All right. This actually is a better look at the suit. Like, it looks real here. But yeah, and he's over here. I'm not even sure that's photoshopped or not. But this is not that dude. Okay, like this motherfucker, this Shazam has got like some shoulder caps from hell. So I'm not digging the muscle suit at all. Now, I get it. The movie looks to be cute. It looks like, I think they said big with superpowers. I'm cool with that, I guess. I'm not excited about it. Okay, I'm just not. I know this was the most popular trailer in San Diego. I get that. I'm not excited about it. I don't know if you guys are either. If you are, chime in the chat. Marco says Shazam looks like garbage like Venom. Yeah, I would agree to that. Like I call it my chub meter. My chub meter for the Titans was about 6.5. My chub meter for Godzilla was probably around 5. My chub meter for Shazam is probably around 5 or 6. And this is why it's a 6, if it's a 6 at all. We're not waiting for Black Adam. Are we not waiting for Black Adam? The motherfucking The Rock has come back to the DC universe. Not that he's ever there to begin with. But aren't we waiting for just fucking Black Adam? We really should have got that movie first in Shazam, if you ask me. But I don't know. Shazam drinking a soy latte. Please, wimp. That's fantastic. Yes, Joe. Duke, welcome to the chat, brother. That is hilarious, and that's the fucking truth. Yeah, and Marco says Venom can't even use the spider icon on his chest. What the fuck? Correct. I don't know what the Venom movie's going to do. I have no idea. But we've kind of got an idea what Shazam could be. Just not excited about it, man. And Jason Jones makes a great point. Sometimes you just need goofy shit in your life. You're right. Trust me, I have plenty of goofy shit. This show is one of the things I do that's goofy as shit. But I love it. So yeah, not really excited about Shazam, but I really want to see Black Adam. Okay. What else? Oh, here we go. Yeah, man. Let's talk about this dude, because this dude's pretty badass. This is what I was excited about. I'm really surprised it didn't get a bigger response. But Aquaman. Let's talk Aquaman. Jason Momoa. Come on. The whole reboot, taking somebody that looks like Jason Momoa and giving them the Aquaman role, fucking fantastic. And let's be honest, guys. Say what you want about the DCU. Casting has not been the problem. Henry Cavill, fantastic. The best cinematic Superman there has been. Ben Affleck, say what you want. I don't give a shit. He's the best cinematic Batman ever. You can like Christian Bale. You can like him. He's not the best. On camera, Ben Affleck is Bruce Wayne. He is a fucking badass looking Batman in the suit. Jason Momoa, Gal Gadot. Come on, man. Marco Robbie as Harley Quinn. The only misstep that DC has had in casting, in my opinion, was Will Smith as Deadshot, because he never wears the fucking mask. Okay? So, and we knew that when they hired fucking shit. I just said his name. Will Smith. We knew he wasn't going to wear the fucking mask. We knew that. So, not been a problem with casting. It's been a problem with story. Now, this is where I get to this image, and this is the image that I'm really excited to show, and it's going to take the whole screen. It's even going to take me. It's going to take the Blazing D out, but it deserves it. I love this. I love this scene where they're fucking with this kid, a young Aquaman, in the aquarium, and then the fucking shark comes up to smash the glass, and then when the kids look, all of the... I mean, what fucking great... How great of a scene is this? This is fantastic. This is exactly the type of shit we have been wanting from our DC fucking heroes. That is it, guys. This is it. That is the fucking shot. I'm telling you. Chub meter was at a 12.5 right there on that shot. I'm very excited for Aquaman. And let me say this. I didn't give a fuck about Aquaman. I love Momoa, and I was going to go see it, but I didn't give a shit. I'm giving a shit now, and because of that fucking scene, because I'm hoping they give us that type of storytelling, which is what that little shot right there shows us. This is the kind of little shit, man, we want from our heroes. So very, very excited for Aquaman. Chub meter for the entire movie. I'm at an 8. I'm at an 8, man. I'm chubbed up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. All right. Chub meter may be a little bit high right here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Glass. When I seen this trailer, all right, I'm gonna get some booze and shit here, and that's cool. I take it. I got big shoulders, man. I take this shit. I didn't know that. Wait a minute. Hold on. I have to address this real quick in the chat. When do they have a great white captivity? Doesn't make sense. Jim Lee take over. Yes, even Aquaman. How do you know it's a fucking great white there, Marcos? You're no goddamn shark expert. That could be a mako. They got big makos. I've been watching Shark Week, dude. So I'm a little bit of a shark connoisseur right now. All right? Like, not PhD, but I'm pretty damn close. I've watched Shark Week. Ronda Rousey was fucking with some makos and some bull sharks. It could have been a fucking bull shark. They get big. Don't think it's a great white. It could be. I don't know. No, it's probably not. It looks cool, man. Come on. Give them a fucking break, dude. You're a DC fucking hater. All right, back to Glass. This is what I didn't realize about Glass. When I watched this trailer, I was a huge fan of Unbreakable. Not big Bruce Willis fan because he's a total dickwad, okay? But Unbreakable was amazing. I didn't like the way it ended in text. I think we can all agree they ran out of money and he had to fucking end the movie. But what they established as far as an origin story and all that, very, very well done. So I'm watching this Glass trailer, right? And I see the dude from Split, the James McAvoy actor, is doing that did Split. And I'm like, what does this have to do with Glass and Unbreakable? Yeah. I hadn't seen it. Okay? Start throwing your shit. I get it. I understand. It's okay. I was very excited to watch Split after I seen this trailer. Now have seen Split. I get it. I am down with the M. Night Shyamalan universe. Like Casey Strohs had sent me a message saying, hey, man, dude, M. Night Shyamalan, he's got something going on here. Like, this is good shit. So, very, very excited for Glass. Chub meter, I'm at 8.5. Maybe a 9. Maybe a 9 for old Chub meter. Because I don't know. Like, this is not anything that we know about, right? Like, comic books, we have source material. We really don't have shit here other than 2 movies to go off of. And 2 really, really good movies. So, and who didn't like Sam Jackson, right? So, yeah, man, very, very excited about this. Yeah, Jason, you knew. Yes, you knew it. I didn't. So, but, hey, man, is that not what's cool about this kind of shit? Is, like, finding out, like, and no one told me. So, like, finding out something like this, and then you get to go back and watch a movie from, like, 2 years ago and go, holy shit. You know what I mean? That's cool, man. I dig that. Especially someone that's always looking at shit and everything. I'm really shocked that got by me, but it did. And I'm kind of glad it did because it was a very, very pleasant surprise. So, all right, guys, that's enough for the trailers and whatnot. Very exciting stuff. Very cool shit. I'm excited for Glass. I'm excited for Aquaman. I'm excited for all of it. Titans. The fantastic creatures or monsters or whatever it is, the Harry Potter thing looks cool. Just not into it, but it looks cool. So that's kind of the reason I didn't go over it, because I'm an asshole. But no, it all looks pretty good, so check that out. All right. Dude, we got comic books to talk about. We got to get them done. We've got to talk about them. All right. Infinity War Prime #1, okay? And it is by Jeff Dugan and Mark Deodato. Deodato, man. I know some people don't dig his art style. I fucking love it. It looks great, and it's really, really tailor-made for this Infinity War cosmic kind of stuff. So I really, really dig this. Dugan, of course, a big-time writer on Deadpool and everything. Okay, so if you have not been reading the Infinity War stuff that's been out and about for weeks, your head will probably explode. Now, this is still a good issue because of what happens at the end. And for people that haven't read this issue, I'm not going to spoil the end of it. And I'm going to show you an image that you're going to think is spoiling it, but it's really not. Okay, you need to finish the issue. But Loki has found this library. Floa, I think is her name. It's a big black chick. She's kind of like the god of the library. And Loki is finding out that reality is changing. And his role in reality has changed. And he don't know why. So she goes to tell him why. And he, you need to read this book. I've read this book. And this has you doing exactly what you're doing now, in it. So Loki goes to look at the book and the pages are gone. And he's like, what the fuck is this about? So basically, after she threatens to throw him out several times, she's like, look, all I remember about that part is it was the God Quandary, the God Quarry. And actually, Loki calls it that. And she said, well, before it was called the Quarry of Creation. Now, where have you heard that before? If you're a longtime listener of the show, it was in Thanos' run, where Jeff Lemire had started the Thanos ongoing. It was in that. Thanos went to the God Quandary to get his he was dying, and he went there to basically save himself. And it's protected by these they're called the Elder Witches, and that's where Floa kind of laughs at Loki. She's like, you can't go to the God Quandary, you moron. It's protected by the Elder Witches. He's like, well, I bet you know a way around that. So basically, Loki, having the gift of gab, gets Floa to go on this journey with him to the God Quandary. So it's very, very cool that they are integrating things from other comic books. Now, if you didn't read the Thanos series, which you really should have, you're going to be maybe a little lost, but they're going to take you back to the God Quandary. Or God Quarry, I'm sorry. So it's going to be very, very cool to see. Cannot wait for it. Now, then Adam Warlock goes and sees Doctor Strange. Something is wrong in the Soul Stone. He's asking Strange if he has the time gem. Strange is very, I don't know if I want to tell you that. Why are you trying to assemble the stones? Not a good idea, Adam. So Adam's like, no. Adam has done some fucked up shit. Okay, again, if you haven't been reading what's been going on with Ultron, who has the stones, you're going to be very lost, okay? I typically don't like even reviewing books like this for my audience because this is the kind of shit that bogs you down. But I know some of you are reading some of the Infinity War stuff, so that's the reason I incorporate this book. Plus, this book has a huge spoiler in it. I'm not a spoiler, but here, I'm going to give you a shot of the God Quarry that is protected by the Elder Witches. And just to give you an idea of Mike Deodato's art, it's very, very cool. And then here is Thanos has taken over the Chitauri homeworld. Okay, now in Donny Cates's Thanos run, it shows Thanos wins. Thanos in the future wins. But it's what the world is like after he wins that young Thanos doesn't like. So when he goes back in time, he goes to undo that. And he does. We don't know how, okay? But maybe this is how. And again, this is going to look like a spoiler, but it's really not. But it is an oh shit moment. Oh, boom! Thanos is doing this thing where he's talking about he ain't scared of death. I've seen the future. I know I win. Blah, blah, blah. He gets a sword in his back. Now, who's he getting a sword in his back from? Well, that is somebody named Requiem. And Thanos knows this person because when he turns around from having a sword in his back, come on, that's not going to kill Thanos. He realizes who this person is. Now, there's been several speculations. Is it Gamora? Is it Nebula? Is it somebody else we haven't seen yet? But obviously they got a big heart on for Thanos, and Thanos knows them. Now, what's even stranger is when Thanos, when the Chitauri say, for the rules of combat, you are now our leader. What would you have us do? And they're basically like, I don't need you, so you're dead. And like this fucking gas shoots out of her vest that she's wearing, and basically she kills them. She kills all the Chitauri. So this person is not to be fucked with. Requiem is not to be fucked with, and obviously she's put herself up there in huge power in the Marvel universe with taking on Thanos like she did. Or I keep saying she. I really think it's Nebula. That's my personal opinion, because we haven't seen Nebula. We don't know where she is. We know she hates Thanos, blah, blah, blah. So, very, very cool stuff, guys. If you're not reading all the other shit, I don't recommend it. But if you are, it's a must read. I give it an 8 because it was really cool. And I love the fact they're bringing back the God Quarry. I love that. I love how they're integrating all these really cool stories. Okay. The next book may not be from this week. It may be from the week before. I don't remember. I think it is from this week, though. It's Batman 52. Tom King's continuing his epic run on Batman. The best Batman writer of all time. I said it. It's what it is. He has done things with the character that no one's ever done. He's made it enjoyable. He's made it every issue. Like, when I see Batman on the shelves, I'm like, yes. Now, as we were talking earlier in the chat, Batman was engaged to Catwoman. Catwoman realized Bruce could never be Batman if he was happy. She left him at the altar. Spoiler alert. Sorry. You still need to go back and read it, because that is a very long, involved story that spoiler does no justice to. Very, very worth reading, guys. I'm telling you. I would have never thought something like that would be worth reading. Oh, I said Batman 52. I'm sorry. Batman 51. All right. Batman is unhinged. He is unhinged because of everything that has happened. And we all know Batman unhinged is a scary cat. He's a scary cat anyway. But when he don't have nothing to fucking lose, he's real fucking scary. And I love it. I love me some Batman unhinged. Unhinge that motherfucker, turn him loose. Well, poor, shit. What is his name? Oh my God. Mr. Freeze. God, fucking talk about brain fart. So poor Mr. Freeze gets Batman first, evidently. Freeze is being charged with the murder of 3 women. And the reason he's being charged with the murder of 3 women is because apparently in this cover right here, you see Batman's got him over a building, beating the dog shit out of him. And he does. He beats the snot out of Freeze. And he pins a note on him, gives him to the cops, and says, ask him. He did it. Just ask him. That's what the note says. So now he's being charged and on trial. Well, Bruce Wayne just so happens to be a part of the jury. So in the talk or in the process of hearing the witnesses and everything, Bruce excuses himself from where the jurors are talking and goes into the bathroom and has a fucking meltdown. Bruce is losing it. All right, did he do this? Is Freeze not guilty? Did Bruce fuck up because he's unhinged right now? I don't know. But he got himself on the jury to probably, we don't know why yet, but to probably exonerate Freeze. Now, and this is why I say this, after this is the shot after the trial, all the jurors in a room, and they're all like, yeah, man, Batman saved me one time. It Freeze, he's a killer. So yeah, he did it. Batman said he did it. We all trust Batman, right? So the jury is very pro Batman. And they're like, okay, well, let's get the vote over then. It's got to be unanimous, right? So this cat's taking the vote. Is there anybody that thinks he's not guilty? You know, it's got to be unanimous. And he's like, he looks up and he's like, oh. And Bruce has got his hand up to be continued. So Bruce is obviously there to exonerate Freeze, but why? Did he not do it? Did Bruce beat a confession out of an innocent man? It wouldn't be the first time that something like this has happened. So, no, I mean, it would be the first time. So why is Bruce there? Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. But Tom King is going to weave a great story. I love courtroom shit. So Bruce on a jury, and now he's going to have to convince all these people that Freeze is innocent. So very, very cool shit. Man, I give it an 8.5. I mean, I don't know what Tom King Batman book I haven't given an 8.5 to. Maybe one of the books in War of Jokes and Riddles. Maybe, I don't know. He's just fantastic. Goddamn, I love him. I love his Batman. It's so fucking good. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right, this one you guys are not going to be happy with me on, but that's okay. I got big shoulders again. I can fucking take it. Okay. Yeah, Brian Rodman said, I really need to read this series. I've heard really good things about this writer. Yes. You got to read it. Jokes and Riddles was really, really good. The wedding shit was really, I mean, I don't know what I would say. Just read it all, man. Just fucking read it all. I mean, Brian, I know, and if y'all haven't watched my interview with Brian Rodman, the creator of Memoirs of an Angel, please do that. Go to his Kickstarter, check him out. Memoirs looks great, looks fantastic. The artwork, the storyline looks fantastic. But he's told me I got a big stack of books I'm really behind on. So we just added to your fucking stack, Brian. It's must read shit. I mean, not a lot of this is must read. That is must read shit. Okay. Speaking of shit you could pass on. You guys know I'm not a Spider-Man fan, right? You know that. But I was probably one of the most excited people when I heard Ryan Ottley and Nick Spencer were going to be on Spider-Man. I still love Ryan Ottley's artwork, but the Spider-Man story is really not doing it for me. The first one was very bizarre how it ended. This one, of course, we have Kirk Connor back, the Lizard. He is reformed, or so he says. You had the Taskmaster and Black Ant showing up to get rid of someone. I won't spoil who it is, but they're very shocked that Spider-Man and the Lizard show up, but the Lizard can't help because he can't hurt people now because of something that he's implanted in his neck. Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Nick Spencer, I'm really struggling to like Nick Spencer. Mike says, I'm buying Spider-Man for the fucking artwork. Or he didn't say fucking. I did. I enjoyed it. Sorry. Ryan Ottley is fucking awesome. He did say fucking that time, and it is goddamn appropriate. Fucking Ryan Ottley, man, is so beautiful. But I'll be honest. I was looking for a page to show you guys in this book. It all looks really, really good. But nothing's fantastic. No splash pages, no big full spreads like the last issue, number 1, where I showed that beautiful page of the Avengers that Ottley did. But, I mean, look at this cover. This cover's fucking beautiful. But I give it a 6, man. I give it a 6. Sorry. I really, really want to like this. And I'll buy it for the art because the story's not that bad. It just ain't great. But, again, I usually give a series 3 issues, and I'm going to hang in there and see what happens. All right, next book. The Sentry, number 2. Now, a lot of people have asked me when I did the last show where I talked about Sentry number 1, I got some emails like, who's the Sentry? People are telling me he's Superman light. Well, I wouldn't say he's Superman light. It would be really interesting to see a duel with them two guys, or a fucking beat-down brawl, Brian Otley style. You know what I'm saying? The Sentry is... What makes the Sentry so interesting is he's fucked up in the head. I mean, he's so fucked up. And potentially, maybe the most powerful being in the Marvel Universe. Okay? That's saying a lot. He's so powerful. That's the reason all these fail-safes have been put into place. And that's what happens in this issue. The thing that Doctor Strange made for him, I think it's called the Conductor or something. It allowed the Sentry to go into this world. He could be the Sentry. He kept fighting the Void. And that's the Sentry's dark half, is the Void. And if the Sentry is in the world, then the Void potentially is in the world, which is bad. Okay? So, but like the artwork, this is what I really want to talk about. This Kim Jacinto, fantastic. The art is fucking fantastic, guys. I am so digging this artwork. And here is a shot of the guy that you think stole this pocket dimension that Strange made for the Sentry, but he's really not. And I'm not going to spoil that because it is really cool who did steal it. And when I found out who stole it, I went, fuck, I should have. Fucker. But anyway, I'm not really cool like Crano. And like, as you can see, he's got like a brain, you know, and then he fucks Sentry Dog and Sentress. He fucks them all up in this pocket dimension, which is not really real per se. But then when you find out what's going on with Crano, what a horrible name, it's very interesting. This has been a great story. It's been a fantastic story, and I've enjoyed it. And the reason I have is because Superman, Hyperion, Sentry, they're all really hard characters to write because they're essentially gods. So what do you do to make somebody empathize with that character and then put him in some type of peril to where he has to rise above adversity? How do you make adversity for a fucking god? So that's what's cool about the Sentry is he has this fucked up split personality that can destroy life as we know it. So it's a constant battle. All right. Tony Stark makes an appearance, which is fantastic. Yeah, Mike, it's badass artwork. It really, really is. And I like Ryan Otley, I like guys that can show violence in action shots. And he beats the dog shit out of Sentress. Crano does. So basically kills her. So, but it's not real, remember? So it's very, very cool. I dig the Sentry. I'm giving it an 8, man. And the first one was like a 9 or an 8.5. So this series is off to a fantastic start. Jeff Lemire. I mean, come on, man. The guy's just fucking, he can write some goddamn comic books. I'm going to tell you. He's fantastic. So, dude, guys, when I said at the beginning of the show, this is some of the best shit on, on the comic shelves. I wasn't lying. Like, this is a all-star fucking week, dude. All-star week. Okay. You know what? Okay, there they are. Oh, I was about to say. All right, my next book. Now, this, man, every time this book comes out, it's my pick of the week. This is Doomsday Clock will be in my top 5 best comic books for 2018. I don't even really give a shit how it ends at this point. It's still going to be there because for 6 issues, it has been so goddamn good. I mean, it's like, yes, Doomsday Clock. And here's why. You're like, why, Blazing Defender? Why is it so good? Well, I'm going to show you why it's good. Because of those motherfuckers on the cover. Marionette and Mime. 2 new characters from the Watchmen universe. We didn't know a lot about them, but they are so intriguing. Well, guess what, kids? In issue 6. Oh, no.